boys, and welcome back to Dollar Workout Club. If you're new to Dollar Workout Club, I am the Storky. My name is Lynn, and I'm wearing green, so that means I'm going to be showing you the beginner modifications to all the exercise moves today. Drew, who's annoyed with me over here in red, is going to be showing you the advanced version, and Natalie over here in yellow, who's entertained, is showing you the intermediate level of the exercise moves today. We like to get a good sweat on, and we like to laugh here at Dollar Workout Club, so I'm glad that you joined us. What we're going to do, sorry, we're really a little crazy here, but we're very professional. So
Lynn makes the jokes. I always fall down, and Drew just flexes.
That's pretty much it. We're on the same page here. I'm not going to do that.
I don't.
All right. So what we're going to do is go through each of the exercise moves we're doing in today's awesome workout, and then we're going to show the modifications to each of the moves. That way you know who to follow in today's workout. And then we're going to start with that warm-up. Now, if you're familiar with these moves, go ahead and jump over to the warm-up, and you can get started right away. So Natalie's going to help me by showing both the green and yellow version. The first exercise move we're doing is a burpee. So if you're green, you're going to want to get something that's elevated off the ground, such as a chair. You can use a couch or a ledge in your counter. You're going to put your hands straight down in front of you, and then you're going to be stepping back with both feet, stepping in, and then reaching up in the air. Okay, so stepping back, stepping in, and reaching up. Yellow is going to be doing this also on something that's elevated, like a chair or a ledge, but instead of stepping, they're going to be jumping their feet back, jumping forward, and jumping up in the air. So a little bit higher impact. Red's doing the hardest version, where they're going to be doing the burpee on the ground. Place their hands on the ground, kick the feet back, chest to ground, jump those feet back up, and jump up, just like you see Drew doing here. The next move we're doing is a single arm lateral raise. Now we're all actually going to be doing the exact same exercise. The only difference is going to be the weight we're using. So I'm going to be using a soup can just to show you can use anything around the house. Water bottles are another great alternative. Natalie's using a heavy weight and Drew's using a heavier weight. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to have the weights by your side, and you're going to be having your palms are facing towards your body. Then you're going to simply, with just a slight bend in your elbow, raise that arm until it's parallel with the ground, and then lower it. We're going to be doing one arm at a time, and we'll tell you the rep scheme, but just know that you're going to be doing one arm at a time for that. The next thing we're going to do is a single arm military press. You're going to be holding those weights. Your palms are going to be facing out from your body. You're going to be at a parallel position, and then you're going to be pushing those weights all the way up till your arms are fully extended and your elbows are locked out, bringing it right back down so that you're parallel to the ground. So again, one arm at a time, and then we're going to be switching arms. All right, the next move we're doing is a single arm upright row. So you're gonna be holding those weights. Your palms are facing towards your body this time. And as you're holding the weights, you're gonna be bending at the elbow, bringing one arm up. Okay, that elbow is always higher than the weight in your hand, going all full extension and lowering it all the way down, and you're going to be doing one arm at a time for this upright row. And again, the only difference in all these arm exercises is the weight you're going to be using. So you want to use a weight that's very difficult for you at your level.
You might want to have two weights handy, because your arms are going to feel really burned out by the end of this exercise.
It's true. It's usually great to have at least 2 sets of weights. We recommend that for almost every exercise routine that we do, especially because if you get tired and you're compromising form, you can kind of scale back. All right, those are the moves that we're going to be doing today. That's it. Hopefully you know who you want to follow and have a couple weights handy. Natalie and I are going to go ahead and get started with a warm-up. I want you to warm up with us while Drew explains the structure of the workout for you guys today.
All right, you guys. So what we're doing today is a little bit different, but we're doing 25 burpees, okay? We're going to start off the workout with 25 burpees, okay? Then we're going into single arm lateral raises. Now what we're doing here is we're doing ascending reps. So we're starting out with 2 reps each arm, then 4 reps each arm, then 6, 8, 8, 10, 10. Once you finish that, then you're doing the same rep scheme for the single arm military press. 2, 2, 4, 4, 6, 6, 8, 8, 10, 10. Then you go to single arm upright rows, same thing, 2 all the way to 10. And then you finish it off with 25 more burpees. Thanks, Natalie. That is the workout.
He said that because I wrote today's workout.
Yes. So that's the structure of today's workout. If you get lost, it'll be on the screen for you to follow along with throughout the workout. And you could always just follow the person following today's workout, okay? All right, let's go ahead
We're just finishing up with some self-hugs, just a few of these.
My shoulders already feel tight from everything else this week, so this should be interesting.
It's going to be a good one.
Should be interesting.
All right, shake it out. Make sure you have your weights handy and a water bottle handy, and we're going to get started in just a few seconds. All right, get in burpee position. We're going to get started in 3, 2, 1, and go. Now remember, we're doing all of this at our own pace. So you might be going a little bit faster or slower than us. Make sure you're counting your reps out loud so you know where you're at. And this is you versus you, so don't get discouraged. Make sure you're stepping or jumping those feet back as far as you can so that you're really making every rep count, okay? Good form, breathing through the motions. Burpees are a tough move. If you're not pretty winded by this point, you've picked the wrong level, go ahead and move up a level and try to do it at a little bit more of a difficulty, or even mix it in. If you think you're yellow but want to try a couple red and go back to yellow, you can do that.
Remember, the further back you jump on yellow and green, the harder that is. Good job, guys.
Nice job. Breathe through it. You should be pretty tired by now. Focus on good form. Stepping those feet back as far as you can, or jumping those feet back as far as you can, and really reaching or jumping up high at the end of each movement. If you need to break up these reps a little bit, that's okay. This is you versus you.
Now, if you're at a different pace than any of us, that's A-okay. So you may still be working on burpees if you're yellow. I kind of flew through those. If you've been a member for a while, you know I like burpees.
Nice job. Ooh. Whew. Nice job. Grab those weights.
Now, one thing you want to make sure you're not doing is leaning while you're doing this, and you also don't want to wildly swing like that. You want to do everything in a very controlled manner.
Remember, it helps if you keep your glutes squeezed and your core tight. It's going to help to keep you stable so that you're really only using your shoulder muscles to lift this weight up. I don't want to see any swinging. So if you feel like you're throwing your body in order to get that weight up, you're using too heavy of a weight. You can go ahead and scale back right now. Push pause, get something a little lighter around your house. You want it to be difficult so that as we're getting to these higher reps, especially 6, 8, and 10, it should be pretty difficult to finish the reps. You may even have to break those reps up. Focus on good form. Make sure you're bringing your arm all the way up.
Oh, I'm on 10 right now, and it burns so bad.
Nice job.
Oh, man. Gosh, that burns.
Keep good form. Arm all the way up and down. Nice job, you guys.
Like Lynn said, make sure you squeeze your glutes, flex your stomach, and that really helps keep your form nice and stationary while you're lifting that weight up. You really want to focus on using just your shoulder muscle to pull that weight up and not the momentum from a body swing. Okay, I'm switching into military presses.
Keep focusing on form, breathing through the movements. If you need to take a quick break, go ahead and do that. If you need to shake out your arms, go ahead and do that. It should be really difficult by the last reps, and if it's not, you need to push pause and get a heavier weight for the rest of the movement. All right.
You notice I'm resting the arm that I'm not using on my shoulder. That's something you can do if you want, if your arm's getting tired just from holding the weight like mine is.
Yeah, your arms may get tired just by holding them up like this. I know that mine are. You may have to shake those arms out, put that weight down for a couple seconds, and then get right back into the motion. Make sure you're doing one arm at a time, that you're ascending up the ladder. So if you're following me here in green, if you happen to be around the same pace, I'm at 6.
Make sure that your palm is facing the same direction that you're looking. So you don't want to switch your hands so it's like this. You want your palm like this.
Ooh, shake out those arms, shake out those shoulders. Try to go at a fast pace, but like we always talk about, it's quality over quantity. So make sure that you're doing proper form throughout this. If you feel like your arms are falling, if you're struggling to keep it up, if you're throwing your weight around like we've talked about, then it's too heavy and you might need to take a quick break, shake out those arms, and then start again.
You should have a weight that's heavy enough by 8 and 10. You are burning like I am right now.
Nice
Oh my
job.
gosh, I'm not going to be able to put my hair in a
Ooh.
ponytail tomorrow. Tomorrow, if my hair's down, you'll know why.
Nice job. Shake out those arms. I'm shaking out my arms after every set at this point. Most likely, if you're using a heavy enough weight, you might be doing the same thing.
Shake those arms out. All right,
Nice
upright
job.
rows.
Make sure to keep your glutes squeezed. Make sure to keep that core tight. That's going to help you stay firm and fixed in position so that you're only using your arms. You're only using your shoulders as you lift this weight.
You may find that your arms are a little bit stronger using the upright row than they were on the other movements.
Ooh.
So if you get to like 6 and it's not challenging for you and your arms aren't tired, then you need to hit pause and go find a heavier weight really quickly around your house.
Yeah, make sure you're keeping that weight close to your body. We're not lifting the weight in front of us. We're keeping that weight close to our body, hinging at the elbow, bringing it all the way up. Nice job. This is a little bit easier of a movement. Gives your shoulder a little bit of a break. Like Natalie said, if it's not hard enough, definitely push pause and get a heavier weight.
Good job, Drew.
Oh, my shoulders.
Nice job. Make sure you're counting your reps or keeping track again. This is you versus you. Don't get discouraged. If you're not quite to where we're at, don't get discouraged if you're behind us. You can push pause, or we've heard a couple people say that they'll rewind. And like, just to kind of keep us at the same pace, you can rewind the video, you can push pause. Remember, this is all about integrity to yourself to finish the workout. Even if you have to take a couple minutes break and then jump back into it, I just want you to finish it. Nice job. I'm getting close to my last reps.
This is gonna feel really hard on your shoulders, finishing out with these burpees. So if you need to shake it out every 5 or 10 reps, that's all right. But also remember, the faster you do these burpees, the sooner you're done. So there's incentive right there.
Nice job. Focus on your breathing, focus on good form. I know I'm going into my last amount of burpees. Even if you're not here, if you're still doing the other arm moves, don't feel bad, okay? It's all about completing it. This is you versus you. Keep going. Nice job.
Good job, guys.
So hard.
Finished about 7 minutes. So
Don't sit down. Don't sit down. I almost
today
said
was probably a little bit shorter workout than we've done in the past,
hard.
but it was really hard. We wrote this workout to completely burn out your shoulders, and it didn't take very long to do that. So don't think that, oh, we only had a 7-minute workout and today it wasn't good. Tomorrow you'll be like, oh, that was a good workout. All right, so we write our workouts, we program things very, very, very intentionally. All right, if you're done and you want to go ahead and skip to the cool down, the time of the cool down is listed below. You can just fast forward to the cool down, do the stretches with us. If you're still on, if you're halfway through the workout, don't feel discouraged. Just hit pause as soon as we're done. Or even, I know what some people like to do is rewind a minute or 2 minutes, so that way you're watching us at the same point that you're at, or rewatching us. Woo! Good job.
Nice job, you guys.
Good workout.
You should be sweating. You should be out of breath. If not, that's a sign that you need to challenge yourself a little bit more. So for tomorrow, pick a harder level to try. Really challenge yourself.
I just realized we never really mentioned this. So if you wonder why we have 2 massive wine bottles right here, it's not because we wanted to drink them. It's lighter in weight, so I brought them over here thinking if the other weights got too heavy, I would use those.
Hey,
You don't need to
mind.
explain yourself, Natalie.
Yeah, it's okay.
Just kidding.
But I was tough enough, I didn't have to drop down. So
All right, let's go ahead and start these stretches. We're gonna start with the shoulder stretch. Go ahead and place that arm directly across your chest. Using your other arm, you're gonna go ahead and pull that in as tight as you can towards your body. You should really feel this throughout your shoulder delt area. And just hold it there. We talk about this a lot, but that should be slightly uncomfortable. Stretching feels like that because it's tight. Nice job. Slowly release that shoulder. Feel that blood pumping back in. Shake it out and go to the other side.
Good job, you guys.
yeah, you really should have been
Great
sweating
workout.
a lot in that workout.
I'm sweating a lot now.
Yeah.
Now that I'm done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great
afterburn.
A
afterburn.
lot more.
If you're not very sweaty, then that means you didn't challenge yourself enough. So next time, I encourage you to go up a level. Or if you were already at red, then use a heavier weight next time.
Yeah, because for example, someone might think, oh, I could do the yellow burpees easy and I'd get through faster. But if you're capable of doing red burpees, that's what you should have been doing. Just kind of reminds you of that. Small little arm circles right here. Ooh, this
Feels
might be
really-
actually really hard to
Yeah.
Part of
do
the workout,
actually
because your
actually.
arms are sore.
It does feel
Do a
good,
couple
though.
backwards.
Really stretches out your front deltoid.
Nice job. We're gonna go ahead and get in child's pose and also kind of stretch out our lat muscles. Gonna get on your knees, feet directly behind you. Place your arms out directly in front of your body, just like you see us doing here, and keep them in place as you hinge back and you sit back on your heels.
I love this stretch.
Keep those, and think about pressing those hands, like you see my hands are pressed in the mat. Think of pressing those deep in the mat. You notice if you put pressure in your hands right there, you're really gonna feel that in your lat muscles. Nice job. Hold it for just a few more seconds. Nice job, you guys. Slowly come out of that, especially if you are still sweating and your heart rate's up. Come back out of that slowly. You can get dizzy. Okay, come up. It was an awesome quick workout, you guys. We're proud of you for pushing yourself and for completing it. Hope you stick around for the recipe and motivation videos. They are good ones today. We appreciate you being a member. Please tell your friends and family about Dollar Workout Club, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.
See ya.
Take a second to talk about something that might be a little bit of a sensitive subject, or perhaps something that some people might disagree with me on here. But I want to talk a little bit about how during different times of your life, you may have to take a step back from having your health and exercise and nutrition as much of a priority. So here's what I mean by that. So don't freak out when you first hear that. I mean, I'm a fitness expert here telling you not to put your health a priority. That's not what I'm saying, but I am saying that there's going to be times in your life where things are crazy. I know, I always joke and say there's stress and there's moving stress. Let's say you're moving and things are really stressful. I know I just recently went through a really stressful time personally in my own life. You might be dealing with a death in the family or relocation with a job. And these are things that make life more stressful. That's just fact, it just does. And so I have learned through my own personal experience that sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes during those really stressful times, I might gain 5 or 10 pounds, or sometimes I do emotionally eat, or sometimes when things simply are busy or you don't have as much time during the day to focus on exercise or as intensive exercise as you might have, or you might just feel emotionally exhausted, and the idea of working out or meal prep might feel so overwhelming to you that you don't do it. So I just want you to know that I understand, I get that. And one thing that has been really helpful for me is, and this is what I want to share with you, is during those transition times or during those really high stress times, you may find that you put on a couple extra pounds. I know I personally recently did. I try to stay in like a 10-pound window, and I was really at the upper end of that 10-pound window. And one thing that really helped me was not to hate myself because I had gained a little bit of extra weight, but instead to recognize that this is a really high stress time in my life, and that it's not always going to be like that, and that I'm not a failure because I gained a little bit of weight, that this is a time in my life where things are really, really hard, and it's harder to put as much of an emphasis on self-care. So I don't want you to think I'm putting out conflicting information, because I do talk about health and fitness and self-care. Those are really big, important priorities, but I'm also realistic, and I know that there are times in your life that are going to be more stressful. So for me, I really try to focus on positive self-talk. So if I had some extra weight on me, I didn't walk past the mirror and think, I hate how I look right now, or why did I gain this weight, or why can't I just get serious about losing weight. I just reminded myself that you're in a tough phase of life right now, and eventually the motivation will come back, and it always does. And so then what I always try to do is fall back onto my healthy habits. So I will eventually get back into my routine that isn't anything extreme, but things like drinking a glass of water right when I first wake up, parking in the back of the parking lot when I go to the grocery store so I'm getting in a little bit extra exercise, fitting in a quick Dollar Workout Club workout, even if it's only 8 to 20 minutes, prepping chicken breast and lean steak and healthy food early on in the week so that way I have easy things that are easy to grab and go. Maybe keeping track of my calorie intake for a week so that way I can kind of gauge where I'm at. So nothing that's extreme, all or nothing, but eventually those healthy habits start to kick back in, and you get into a place where you feel like you have more of a routine again, that things aren't so crazy and hectic, and it does make it easier to hop back into that healthy lifestyle. So I hope this came across the right way, but I just want to let you guys know that I've been there, I've been in your shoes, I know what it's like, and you're not alone in those times where things feel really stressful and hard. And if your health takes a step back a little bit during that time, you're not a failure. It's okay. Everybody goes through it. And the key is that you're going to create the healthy habits that we're helping teach you and eventually get back into your normal healthy lifestyle.
Hey guys, we just want to take a second to let you know how much we appreciate you. Dollar Workout Club wouldn't be a club without each of you guys, and you mean so much to us.
Yeah, and we want you guys to leave your comments. There's a section below where you can talk about if you've tried the recipe or how you thought of the workout or how you did in the workout or questions about the motivational tips. If you have comments or questions, please leave them below.
Yeah, and don't forget to invite your friends, you guys, to join us here at Dollar Workout Club, and don't forget to follow us on social media using these handles below.
We'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.